is 12 o'clock and here's the media news. First, the top stories. Ogun State government defends $350 million World Bank loan, says it is still on course and not rejected. Southwest PDP bans members from interacting with Senator Buruji Kashamo. Presidency rejects calls for Buhari's resignation for his long medical stay in London. Nigeria's oil production hits 2.3 million barrels daily, highest in recent years. Kenyans are voting to elect a new president amidst fear of violence. Hackers attack Venezuelan government site in the ongoing opposition protest. I am Tobi Joseph, bringing you the news in details shortly. Ogun State government says the $350 million grant it is sourcing from the World Bank is still on course. It denied reports that its application for the loan had been rejected by a committee of the House of Representatives. A budget commissioner, Aderele Additional, who made this clarification to newsmen after the meeting of the State Executive Council at the Governor's office, Okemoso Abeokuta, says the loan application was adjourned by the House Committee for further deliberation and not rejected. Additional explained that the state government applied for the grant to support the budget in the areas of agriculture, education, commerce, and industry that will be accessed by the administrations after the exit of Governor Bikuli Amosu. Shedding more light on the grant, Works and Infrastructure Commissioner Lamide Kwandevite says the state government sought the grants to further help develop the state. Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps (TRACE) plans to engage the services of traffic whistleblowers to track violators of traffic regulations on major roads in the state. The whistleblowers are to promptly report auto crashes and indiscriminate parking of cars and articulated vehicles around the state's perimeter. TRACE Corps Commander and Chief Executive Sheni Ogunyemi, who made this known, also warned against the offering of bribes to TRACE operatives while on official duty. The Corps Commander asked the members of the public to give information on cash gifts to the agency's operatives to TRACE headquarters for necessary action. Southwest PDP has asked members in the region not to associate with Senator Buruji Kashamo over his alleged anti-party activities during the prolonged leadership crisis. PDP leaders in the region announced the decision at the end of a reconciliatory meeting in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. They accused Kashamo, who was the party's former National Mobilization Committee chairman, of playing a major role in prolonging the leadership crisis that split the PDP into two major factions. The Southwest PDP leaders also blamed Kashamo for the PDP loss in the recent polls conducted in Ondo and Ogun states. At the reconciliatory meeting were governors Ayodele Fayose, former Governor Ayodele Fashure, Chief Bode George, and Senator Iyola Olosore. Others were Dr. Saka Balogun, Chief Jojo Fadairo, Alhaji Tajuddin Oladipo, Senators Femi Lanleye and Hosea Agbola, as well as Honorable Ladi Adebutu. A federal high court in Lagos has ordered a permanent forfeiture of a $37.5 million skyscraper belonging to former Petroleum Resources Minister Andizani Alison Madueke to the federal government. The building is located at Building 3, Block B, Bella Vista Plot 1, Zone N Federal Layout in Banana Island, Foreshore Estate, Lekki, Lagos. The seized building includes 24 apartments, 18 flats, and 6 penthouses. Justice Chuka Obiozo, ruling in a motion filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), also ordered a forfeiture of the sum of $2.74 million and 84.5 million naira realized as rent from the property to the federal government. The judge, last July 19th, had ordered a temporary forfeiture of the property as well as the cash and asked anyone who had interest in them to show up before him and they will be finally forfeited to government. EFCC had told the court that the former minister in 2013 acquired the property with proceeds from unlawful activities. The presidency has rejected calls by a coalition of civil society groups that President Muhammadu Buhari resigns over his prolonged illness. Members of the group on Monday staged a street protest to the presidential villa Abuja. But the presidential spokesman Garba Shehu, addressing the State House correspondent at the presidential villa Abuja, says Buhari has not violated the 1999 constitution by staying in London for the past 90 days. Shehu described the agitation as business while accusing those agitating Buhari's resignation of stepping out of law. For instance, Shehu explained that Buhari, before departing the country last May for medical trip in the UK, handed over power and notified the National Assembly as stipulated in the 1999 Constitution. Two cases of Lassa fever have been reported in the Akoko-Edo local government area of Edo State. The director of primary healthcare in the local government on Sunday, Yerimo, confirmed the development. He says the two infected persons have been moved to the Irua Specialist Hospital to contain the spread of the disease. Gunmen have attacked a luxurious passenger bus in Rivers State. The gunmen abducted 15 passengers and drivers aboard the Lagos-bound bus belonging to God is Good Motors. The bus was accosted by the gunmen at Eli Bravo Moha axis of the East-West Road on Monday morning. The gunmen ordered all the passengers and the drivers out of the bus and marched them into the bush. You're still listening to the Midday News on Rock City 101.9 FM. Up next, we bring you foreign, business, and sport news. Please do stay with us. People are voting in Kenya's general election amid fears that the result could trigger criminal violence. The contest pits Mr. Kenyatta against his longtime rival Raila Odinga and is seen as too close to call. 8 presidential candidates are on the ballot. To win outrightly, a candidate needs 50% plus 1 vote and at least 25% of the vote in 24 of Kenya's 47 counties. If that threshold is not met, it will trigger a runoff between the top 2 candidates, with the winner requiring a simple majority. First results are not expected before Wednesday, but if the race is close, it will take 3 days for a winner to emerge. Voters are also choosing lawmakers, senators, governors, county officials, and women's representatives. A very small number of eggs contaminated with a toxic insecticide reached the UK earlier this year. The country's agricultural ministry said some of the eggs, which originated from the Netherlands, were also found in France. The agency is urgently investigating the issue, but to the best of the knowledge, the affected products are no longer on the shelf. The revelations come after the supermarket chain, Aldi, withdrew all eggs from sale in its stores in Germany last week. Tests had shown the chemical fipronil, which can harm kidneys, liver, and thyroid glands, was found in the eggs. A hacking group has attacked a Venezuelan government website in an operation targeting the dictatorship of President Nicolas Maduro. The hacked site included the Venezuelan government, the National Electoral Council, and the Venezuelan Navy. Calling itself the Binary Guardians, the group posted messages appearing to support the actions of a group of armed men who attacked a military base in the central city of Valencia on Sunday. Meanwhile, supporters of President Maduro marched in the capital, Caracas, calling for an end to months of opposition protest and unrest. More than 100 people have died in the protest against the failing economy and what opposition sees as the government's illegal attempts to cling to power. Violent demonstrations began in April and have spread across the country. In business, the daily oil production level of Nigeria has exceeded 2.3 million barrels, the highest in recent years. Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), which announced the cherry news, explained that the production includes 400,000 barrels daily of condensate. The corporation's group managing director, Dr. Mikante Baru, made this known at the inauguration of the reconstituted Anti-Corruption Committee of NNPC in Abuja. Baru attributed a high production level to the prevalent stability and security in the Niger Delta region. He also says that petroleum products marketing companies have resumed importation of products after the stoppage of importation between last December and February. The NNPC explained that marketers are now responsible for the 30% of products imported into the country, following the cut in the global price of the product. Found under the media news, sport news. Gateway Football Club of Ogun State has sacked the entire coaching crew of the team with immediate effect. The club management in a statement says the decision followed the failure by the Samuel Abimbola-led crew to meet the 6 points target out of the last 3 matches given to them. The club says instead of achieving the target, the team really struggled to secure 3 points at home against the Racing, lost to Bayelsa United and Aqua Starlet, as well as losing all its away matches in the Nigerian National League second stanza, putting the club's promotion ambition in jeopardy. The statement, however, reveals that a new coaching crew will be announced soon. A late goal by Usule Martins for Katsina United denied host Rivers United all 3 points in a matchday 33 Nigerian Professional League encounter. Having thrown for the most part of the match, Martins lashed onto a through pass and fired home to stun Rivers United supporters in the Yakubu Gowon Stadium. The match ended 1-1 and saw the visitors head home the happier of the two sides. The 1 point against saw Katsina United climb out of the relegation zone on goal difference. They have 43 points, tied on the same number of points with ABFFC in 17th position, but they have a better goal difference of -6 as against ABS -11. Katsina United will play Wiki Tourist this weekend on MPFL Matchday 34. Meanwhile, Rivers United have now recorded just one win in 7 NPFL matches. They are in 18th place with 42 points from 33 matches. That was the media news, and just before we go, the major stories once again. The state government defends $350 million World Bank loan, says it is still on course and not rejected. Southwest PDP bans members from interacting with Senator Kashamo. Presidency rejected calls for Buhari to resign for long stay in London. Nigeria's oil production hits 2.3 million barrels daily, highest in recent years. On the foreign scene, we told you that Kenyans are voting to elect a new president amidst fear of violence. We also told you that hackers have attacked the Venezuelan government's website in an ongoing opposition protest. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockcityfmradio.com/live. Thank you so much for listening. I am Tobi Joseph. Good afternoon.